Alright, so now let's have the controls manipulate the geometry. It's a very simple thing. We're going to go to Constraint, Parent, Option Box. I want to make sure all the settings set up right. Oh, we actually don't need to toss it in that layer. It's a force of habit to basically toss everything in this shelf. Right now it's set to maintain offset, translate, rotate, everything's good. So I'm going to close that, and now hold down Constraint and just do Parent. So now it'll just run the command at the settings that I want. So what I want is I want this guy, the elbow, to control the forearm. I'm going to hit that, and now the forearm geometry has the translations and the rotations have turned blue. So now when that's telling you that there's a parent constraint upon this. And now if you select that control, it will manipulate it. And if you look at the geometry here, there's a parent constraint node underneath it, also saying that I am being controlled by something. If you look down here, it says by elbow, and this is the elbow control. And now we're going to do that to everything. So we're going to select the palm control, select the geometry, apply parent constraint, and there it goes. And select the finger control, select the geometry. As you can see, you want to select the parent first and then the child in this process if you want to do parent constraints. If you want to parent something, you just select the child first and then the parent. But when you're doing a parent constraint, you have to do it the opposite way. And one thing that I was able to work out in my mind to make sure I'm doing the right path is I select whatever I select last, I know is going to be turning blue in here. So select the control, select the geometry. The geometry is what needs to be blue, so I can apply the parent constraint. Once you start actually doing this a lot, you can start hitting G, because you're just repeating the last command, which is parenting. And once we're done with that, come back to this guy, and it will move the entire hand. Go that way. So that's the second most basic rig. You have you have controls manipulating geometry. The next thing I'm going to start moving into is the skeleton. The skeleton is a little bit more complicated because it's basically geometry, skeleton, geometry, joints, controls, all kind of having to work as a unit. But it all comes from the really basic principle of connecting just geometry to geometry with the proper pivot point in the right spot. If you understand that basic setup, rigging is basically just working off of that. It's almost like 1 + 1 = 2 in math, and everything kind of works off of that. 1 - 1 = 0, whatever. It's that principle that everything works from, in a sense, simple addition of hierarchies connecting with each other. So now we have, so I've gone over controls, I've gone over parent connecting things, and now let's start moving into an actual skeleton of creating joints. Let's end the video.